Baba's journal and guidebook. What's my life, within my life, in my life, and perhaps yours. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Hanuman. Proverbs 25:28. A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls. James 5:9. Do not complain against one another, brothers, so that you may not be judged. Accept correction and learn. Follow the rules of Grandpa, his and Mimi's house. Be patient. Don't gossip or complain to others. Pray for those that upset me. Communicate in Christian love. Respect their love language. May Grandpa be patient with me, gentle, and be at peace and happy in himself. And Grandma be happy and them love each other more. That was when I moved out and was with my grandparents. Give me courage and faith to keep working hard and to provide for Nicole and our family and make sure my dad's okay and Nicole's family and brothers are okay. Love and stay strong with my mom. May she be safe and relieved of stress. I will respect my mom and Leah's settlement money and not use it. And Dad, we are all eternally safe. God will take care of us no matter what. Praise Ram, God, Yeshua, Yahweh, Guru, for blessings. Thank you for keeping blessings in the 10 Commandments. In order to keep a blessing, you have to keep the 10 Commandments. Haven't seen Dad since young. Hope he's doing good. I'll take care of Mom and James. Thank you for a wonderful companion and wife. I felt like Christ on shrooms in Subway. I seen how hard he worked, how mean customers may be strong and not kill himself. We're all trying our best, working hard. Ram, Ram, Ram. May she not be angry. I will uphold Dharma like Christ, help others, keep them safe and be free, remind them of God and truth. I gave Joey shrooms and food, took care of him today. Throat runs, and hurt. I speak truth, never bad about those in traffic. Always be loyal to my wife. I had a good time in town and at the house tripping with my mom and Nicole on mushrooms. I'm glad court and settlement is ending and going good. We saved others in the community and I may use money for God and Nicole, house, kids, Baba, helping others and focusing on family and travel together. I read Nicole's mind in town today and reassured her. Nicole was sad about her mom and dad or family life, but I comfort her, wipe from her tears, and hope she knows I will provide love and comfort, and my mom as her mom. She is blameless, pure, and may she keep faith. Her family is a package deal. May Dad be good with his new girlfriend, and Kathy and Jerome be happy and healthy, then in heaven and in peace, and Dad also have peace in that place. Wrote Rams, the name of God, Sabek, all is one. Find your way through, for my wife is given to me as a good companion from God. She's mine in his glory. You nor anyone can ever make it with her. Thank you, Yahweh. These praise Yeshua Guru for her and all blessings. Hallelujah. I wrote some of the rhymes. Lord Narayana, you are the witness, dear Rama. Think and remember how you provided Indra to kill me forever. Nothing is forever except yourself, except dying at your hand. How else could I make you take me into yourself? In seeking wisdom, I learned many things. I discovered heaven was impermanent, and time of every life one day fall, and I saw those separate from you are always changing, reincarnated over and over. There are many kinds of love, but I never hurt her. I kept Lakshmi to lure you here. I offered you my life and you accepted it. You are Ravana and Rama. This is a Leela, the letter Ravana wrote to God Rama. Ravana was a demon king that stole God's wife, Sita. Welcome back, your Sita. The war is done. Sita's pure and loyal. Ravana learns and has mercy of Ram, me, us, and me. Ego dies. I will fight and die for love, for God, love. Good love never dies. Stand aside. Kala time. Not more rounds. To be killed by God. It instantly liberates you from the cycles of birth and death. So that's what that story in the Rahamana Mahaya is all about. Raman, Sita, and Lakshman are together in Vaikuntha, joyfully in his coils. Jai Vishu Lakshmi. So the early morning I dreamt an astral. Oh yeah. So I leave my body at night and I astral project. And early in the morning I astral project and I died surrendering with Jessica. That day I found out she died peacefully. It was an honor. May she be happy, peaceful, or with Sita and Ram. So it was a great blessing. This girl, Jessica, had cancer. And she died around 4 or 5 in the morning when I was sleeping, but I decided to come out of dream state and astral project and die with her. We held hands, and it's like we died together in that space. It was very peaceful. It was a pretty good blessing. Then I came back, contacted her parents, and found out she died at 4 or 5 in the morning at the exact same time. Later that day, I played some things for her. Thank you, sun and moon, love, gratitude, balance, refreshness, strength. Balance to you both. Jai Gurudev, Om Namah Shivaya, Radha Krishna, Jai Ma Om. So, I gave Austin 1 mushroom. This is the beauty of truth. I took a microdose and summoned hot cocoa. Joined him in the garage, listened to music, talked, then did 10-minute meditation videos, Om Mani Padme Hum. Talked lightly, creating more space together, talking about mourning, my aunt, dad, life, money, I don't do math, then more space, seeing each other as souls, now subtly being soul, being. Talked about witnessing, not identifying with bodies, chemicals, parts, lessening paranoia, not playing God, but just loving, hanging out, even when heavy things like meth were brought up, not holding any of it, learning together. Then this space was safe. It was obvious to us both. I kept centering, talked about April, how we will go to her, or a plane of light at death. Just don't cling or limit yourself. Don't cling or limit yourself with thoughts or guilt, etc. Remain quiet. Remained quiet. Then said, if I get meth, you won't tell, will you? Can I tell you something? You won't tell, he said. I said yes. And I won't tell. Just talked, and we made sure to be safe. No more than 2 bowls he can do. No paranoia from me. Maybe not Kelsey if he's careful and eats, sleeps, etc. from a tiny amount. Then it gets deeper. It continues on the next page. Om Mani Padme Hum. The space of truth opens with shared awareness. It was a light. We talked lightly. Then there's some silence. A light talk, knowing it's okay to talk about Nicole and Kelsey casually together about each other's girlfriends. There's more silence. Then he says, speaking of, I'm sorry about Nicole and the Caitlyn thing. I said, it's okay, it's fine, it's in the past. I'm playing forgiveness. Things happen for a reason. I needed it and made us stronger. He said, yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm done with that. I heard what he said. I replied, yeah, I'm done with it too. It's a lot of paranoia. Being around each other when we think of that stuff. That's good. Me dropping and ridding each other paranoia of being around each other for good, lightening our karmic load. We talked about, do you think, what do you think, we talked about God and death, and what do you think happens after death? I talked and replied. He shared. There was a pee break, he came back, we talked casually, then I said, with the hell thing, it's not forever, don't worry. Explained that won't be experienced again. Had a near-death life experience of hell, and I said, don't worry, that's your mind, and it's not going to happen when you die. When you do die, you're not going to go there. Not to cling to any habit or guilt or negative thoughts, and to create love and feel to go wherever, whenever he wants. I hope so, he said. It is. It will be easy for you, I say. Time's up. It was enough for us both. I said, I'm gonna go inside and meditate. He said, you won't tell Mom? I said, I won't. I said, thank you for this and everything. I went in. He lastly said, you won't tell if I go. I said, no, I won't. I'm not holding on to any of it. Good, or mumble positively. There's something / much good that comes from allowing another's truth to come. And be without judgment. Not changing. You can't change another's trip anyways, or your own if not ready. Just do what you can to further your own awakening, benefit, and healthy space. And when asked, you will answer if so. Compassion, space, care. Appreciate another individual is doing what he or she must do. Equanimity, trust unfolding. None of this is linear. The rational mind ain't linear anyways, but... Next journal entry. Baba visited me last night in dream. Sitting, he had my head tattoo on his head. He is an avatar of God. Hot. Wrote more Rams, chanted Ram, and was so happy in love. Sadguru Dev. I praise God, Christ, Guru for this blessed life, wisdom, and grace. I thank my mom with my whole heart for raising me to have good, strong character. Character changed my life and many others this life and in the next. Eternal bliss. Wrote some more Rams. Hari, 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 Hari. Hum. Is representing the mind, deity, and to purify. Is speech, the Dharma, and mantra. Hum is the heart and the Buddha. I do not see phenomenon, but I see the true nature of phenomenon. I do not see ordinary consciousness, I see primordial wisdom. Hum. Just like forms, likewise, when sounds manifest, just let them be without developing thoughts. Then they're just empty, display, illusory. Blessings of awe is when there is no grasping. Sound is mantra. All beings, self and other, are fundamentally pure. We're just temporarily obscured. Recognize it's all illusory, temporary, not natural state. Just a manifestation of karmic imprints, but doesn't inherently exist. The basis of mind, there is no such suffering there. Sitaram, I wrote more Rams, the name of Hanuman, God. Mantra Om Ami Devahi is the Buddha Amitabha's mantra to be reborn in the Pure Lands. Please exhaust all negative karma, purify empty samsara to its depth. Guide us all, invoking the enlightened mind. Red light rays of compassion radiate from the heart of Amitabha to all of ours. We dissolve in that light. Self-grasping and delusion collapse in on itself. The state of selfless Dharmakaya is realized, and I rest in the nature of clarity, of an emptiness, free from grasping and elaboration. May we all attain the supreme state of Amitabha. Sambhogakayas, Nirvanakayas, endowed beings with auspiciousness to progress to Sukhavati, the Pure Land. Rebirth in Pure Land. So that's that mantra. Next entry. Monday, December 5th, 2022. This morning in the astral realm, Haidekhan Baba gave me darshan in a cold, stony ashram. I offered a drink and jello. He was doing stuff in yoga with others. I offered to him. Then, wanting his attention, he left the others, ran to me, and we did yoga and rolled on the ground together. So fast and smooth and powerful looking at him, his love. Then he teleported us into the Tibetan Himalayas with his warriors. Do yoga with bodily health. Look to me. Om Namah Shivaya. I got a mala Babaji that God wore. This incarnation I'm speaking of is Haidakhan Baba. So I wore his necklace, calling him to help guide my life and money decisions. He told me I couldn't get... Oh, yeah. He told me I couldn't get my penis up, and no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't. So at that point, I realized, like, energy is not your own. This is, like, different Leelas when I got the bracelet and meditated with it. My wife, you know, wants to do some things, and, yeah. So that didn't work out. And then this morning, I had Kundalini. It was either my own or his shooting up my spine. It felt so powerful, so good. December 27th. In this age, it is not possible to renounce the world. In this age, it is not possible to renounce the world. The only practice of renunciation now is to offer all work and actions to God. If you want God, be ready to devote everything to God. Lord Shiva Haidakhan Babaji, teacher of Jesus. Recently, I've learned a lot about Jesus, Yeshua, and high truths. That's esoteric stuff, like Moses wore red. Stuff that people don't know, like Moses wore red at his crucifixion. He shaved his head for the first time with Haidakhan Babaji. Stuff like that. Only by work can one claim victory over karma. During these times, inhumanity and laziness has increased. So it is important that you work hard and not lose heart. Be brave, be industrious. Work hard and have courage. Protect Nicole, my eternal wife, always. I love you, baby, forever, no matter what we or you do. Om Namah Shivaya. Here's the signature of Haidakhan Baba. Lord Shiva. I wrote more wrongs in the name of Shiva. Suffering is the way for God realization. Who suffers? What is suffering? You have to take another birth and suffer again. So instead of killing yourself, why not suffer some more time and finish up your store fruit of past deeds and be done with it once and for all? No work is low or bad in this world if it is done in the right spirit. Don't use intoxicating drugs, but learn devotion and purity. When you are sad or in pain or sick, when you witness any cremation, then you actually learn the many truths of life. Baba said that. Neem Karoli Baba. Lord Hanuman, another incarnation. It is very difficult to know exactly what good should come out of a particular situation. To attempt to manipulate circumstances so your idea of good can come about is to let ego play God. And that, as you know, can and does backfire. Neem Karoli Baba said that. Ramana Maharshi says, what about motives? Whatever is done lovingly with righteous purity and peace of mind is a good action. Everything done with the stain of desire, agitation, and fear is a bad action. I suffer from worries without end. There is no peace for me, though nothing wanting to be happy. Do these worries affect you in sleep? No. Are you the same man now, or different from him in sleep, with no worry? Yes, the same. Then surely those worries do not belong to you. It is your own fault if you assume they are yours. Papaji says, Mother is happy at your birth while you are crying. Be happy when you die and let them go laughing. Let them cry, go laughing. Allow 1 second for yourself out of this whole life. Neither liberation nor bondage Why is there joys and sorrows? They appear real when I turns aside from your real nature, they do not really exist. Ramana Maharshi goes on to say, so I should try to ameliorate or rid suffering even if he knows ultimately it is non-existent. There never was, never will be a time where all are equally happy, rich or wise or healthy. In fact, none of these terms has any meaning except for the opposite to it exists. But that does not mean when you come across anyone who is more miserable, you're not to be moved to compassion, but seek to relieve him as best as you can. Love and help all. Next page, EMT, spirituality, karma yoga, sadhana, kids, wife, healthy lifestyle, be loyal, never commit adultery, never touch any of your kids, no drugs, be a good dad, never give up. Om Namah Shivaya, Ram Ram. Baba says, give up money and all wealth is yours. This is an entry on forgiveness by Thanissaro Bhikkhu, a Theravada Buddhist monk. One loving community